Hey guys, it's Refi Snacks and welcome back to the final part 4 of this mini documentary. If you've been with us since the beginning, you've seen the full journey. And in part 1, we started with the setup, the excitement, the preparation, and the pressure that comes with being a student and stepping into the fair season. In part 2, I showed you the behind the scenes, the long days, the logistics, and the teamwork, and what it really takes to keep things moving when everything gets busy. And in part 3, I walk you through the fair itself, the people, the history, the community, and why events like these matter so much to the small business community, specifically to a small business like mine in the Antelope Valley as an whole. Team Refi! So now, in part 4, I want to reflect honestly on what this season has taught me, what we've learned, and what we would do differently. We'll step aside and let's begin this video. This season was very demanding. We had major events happening at the same time like Grace Fest with long hours, constant movement, and a lot of moving parts and responsibility. It was busy. It was exhausting for sure, but it also pushed us to grow, not only as a business, but as a team and as leaders. Here, my team was having a wonderful time at Grace Fest, and they really enjoyed how busy it was. Running 2 major events of the community is really insane, but it's not impossible. One thing I'm especially proud of is definitely my team. While I was here at Fair, members of my team were running another event at the same time. That is not easy, and it's not for the weak. And that showed me something very important. There is always more doors open than we actually think. You don't have to limit yourself to one space, one opportunity, or one path. When you build the right team, you have the right vision, the right system, and the right trust, you can grow beyond a single moment or a single event. So, switch cars. I'm back to the big van. I'm back to the fair right now to take all of this stuff. And then we have to get the ice. We have to get strawberries and we'll be okay. You can obviously hear that I'm very tired because we are approaching the end of fair, but when you are in the middle of events like this, you just have to keep going and you can't miss the opportunity. One of the biggest lessons I learned this season is that when you're trying to scale into bigger events, preparation isn't optional. Systems matter. Communication matters, and how you show up under pressure matters as well. People can feel when you're calm, when you're organized and grounded, and they can also feel when you're scrambling. And that is why building a system that supports your team, your mental health is just as important as serving your customers. There were moments this season that challenged me, moments where I had to choose how I was going to respond. I could react emotionally, or I could show up grounded in my values. For me, that means speaking respectfully, asking questions when something doesn't feel right, and advocating for myself without tearing anyone else down. I believe you can stand firm, lead with integrity, and still protect the relationships you have worked so hard to build. That's the standard I hold myself to today. There is one thing I do want to be honest with you about. It's been months since the fair season ended, and there hasn't been any follow-up, any check-in, or any sort of conversations from the board or the AB staff. I'm not sharing this to create tension, and I'm not here to point fingers. I'm sharing it because communication matters, especially in a space that relies on small businesses, trust, and long-term relationships. Silence can mean many things, and I'm careful not to assume intent. But I do believe that how we follow up, how we acknowledge people's time and effort, and how we close the loop reflects on the standards we choose to uphold as a brand and as a business. For me personally, accountability and communications aren't optional. They are part of leadership. And that's the standard that I'll continue to uphold myself, my brand, my team, regardless of how other people choose to move, feel, or react. A lot of people were wondering from my other videos if I will ever go back. And the answer is yes, because I have to show up for myself, I have to show up for my business, and most importantly, I have to show up for my community and set a standard of how people need to be treated. Growth isn't always comfortable, but it is necessary. This mini documentary was never about perfection. It was about showing up, learning, adjusting, and continuing forward even when things got hard. I'm proud of my team, and I'm grateful for all the opportunities I had this season. And I'm thankful specifically for the community that continues to support us at every farmers market, every special event, and we are not done. We are just getting better. Thank you for watching this mini documentary, and thank you for following this journey. This is Refi Snacks, and I'll see you at the next chapter. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this mini documentary series or you enjoy my content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, follow us on Instagram at Refi Snacks, Facebook at Refi Snacks, or you can email us any questions or concerns at orders@refisnacks.com. Remember, kindness matters. See you next time.